that coming. Alrighty. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. This is the Gentleman, episode 4. This episode is called The Unsympathetic Gentleman, and we are officially at the halfway point. So this is going to be, pretty curious to see where the story is going to keep going after this, and if we're all still going to be on board. Make sure you stay to the very end, because me and Rekkai, we're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth, a review on the things that we enjoy and the things that we may be scratching our heads about. Should be tons of fun. And if this is your first time watching with us, don't worry, there's a link in the description for some of the previous episodes. So without any further ado, let's get started. We have achieved the dooms. Hey man, we're almost at the halfway point. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Feeling good. I'm liking what we're getting. So,
Dorset Hall was bought by the 4th Lord Bassington in 1802 for the princely sum of £3,000.
Dang.
And it's only with his kind permission that we're able to visit today. So, follow me.
Look at that key ring. Goodness, that look like the keys that you would use to open up the dungeon.
Yeah. But to a medieval house, though, like.
Which led Lord Byron to quip that it made the British Museum look like a knick-knack shop.
Highlights include the priceless collection of ivory chess.
All these people in your house.
All of this stolen property. All stolen.
Oh.
And the sacred headdress of the Aboriginal tribe known as the Waka Waka.
What is happening? What the? I didn't see that coming. My man look like a character on Borderlands.
Yeah, he did. Listen.
Wow.
Oh.
That's how he went out, huh?
I should be an asset to them. They should want me around. I'm smart. I'm a smart
Look,
guy.
Are they actually giving me a Fredo scene?
It blows my mind, man.
He really is in the boat like Fredo.
All of a sudden, I'm persona non gratis, not
dummies.
wanted, en voyage. It's insane. It's ridiculous.
He said he done messed up one time.
Maybe I need to get out of here. What do you say? You and me.
Oh, Freddie, I can't, bruv. I've got to meet someone. More like something special.
With a little less fuss.
No. Come on. Nothing like a good funeral to put things in perspective.
Oh. Is that a gargoyle? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are not like the ones I watched on Disney Plus. I'll tell you that.
Oh, why won't they bring that back?
Oh, it was in his will. Apparently he wanted to be buried standing up, sticking out of the ground so he could have a view of the house.
What?
If you think you've seen him before, he did an advert for shampoo that was everywhere.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Oh, there's the princess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at Mama, look.
He's going to inherit the entire estate, correct?
Yes.
Oh, make him a part of the business, huh?
Yeah, but still has to be a person who...
Financial burden. You two have a lot in common in that respect.
Look at this.
How disgusting.
But I'd be wary of Mr. Johnston. Behind the air of pomposity, there's a man you don't want to...
Speak for yourself, Eddie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was out here murking people.
Ever since his father died, he's been like a bird with a broken wing.
Would you introduce me?
You're up to something, Eddie?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Though there's easier ways of making a living, God knows.
Max, darling, you have my sympathies. Now I must go and rescue my mother.
She's like, I have got to get away from this horse shit.
I'm warming to this, Eddie. I really am. It's the kind of risk-reward relationship I could get on board with. Free market, fucking great. Lack of regulation, check.
Jolly good.
Smidge of illegality? Yeah, well, no business plan's perfect.
If not, I'll be forced to pass them on to the nation's press. Do not make the mistake of underestimating me.
On an old school cassette tape, too.
Yeah.
Bring them and whatever evidence they have back here. I'll take a look, make sure it's the real deal, destroy it, and then you can help me convince them never to darken my door again.
How's everybody turning to him as a fixer?
Well, he kind of presents himself as that, man, right?
You and your criminal associates can turn this place into the hanging gardens of the original rude boy ganja man for all I care.
Well, I thought you might like some refreshment. 2 sugars, if memory serves.
Absolutely.
When you start talking about a bit of blackmail, then it's all starting to sound deeply problematic.
It's a loose end that I intend to tie up. Very simply, very easily.
It's not going to be easily.
I'm willing to take a face-to-face meeting, but I'm not making any promises, and I don't want any shenanigans.
No shenanigans.
You know, we have not talked about the brother.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Who are you? Don't turn around.
All right. All right.
We don't turn around. We in public.
A 12, a 20, 2 53s, and a 69.
It's not that type of establishment.
53 is crispy noodle chips, which I've ordered twice because I'm quite partial. And 69, you'll find, isn't on the menu. For the simple reason that 69 isn't a dish. It's a who. And here he is.
The money in that bag is owed to me. And what's owed to me belongs to you. Sorry.
Look, help me fix this problem. Please, Susie.
He killed somebody else.
Hello, Susie.
Just checking in, see how you're doing.
Well, it's not going exactly to plan.
When you put it like that, it does have a bearing on the situation. With the greatest respect, Susie, that money is a long-standing debt that needs to be repaid.
For fuck's sake.
That's very decent of you.
She's connected to everything, man.
Tell your father I'll send him some buns. You should have mentioned
Then why
Susie
don't you
Glass.
You should have mentioned
She said she'll meet you there.
Susie, like, nothing moves without me knowing.
Yeah.
Said a nickel
Yeah,
bag of
and
weed is sold in the park. I want
Yeah.
in.
The sooner you understand who it is I am and what it is I do.
Compliments of the chef.
Enjoying your little sojourn into the murky world of criminality.
Certainly edifying, shall we?
Let's.
She's steady cleaning up his messes.
That's all right, darling. This won't take long.
Hello, Francis. You going somewhere?
Oh, he is a conspiracy dude that stays in the basement.
And if you don't follow their narrative, they bury you. But not me.
My daddy's got integrity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big plastic bags full of it.
Why don't you go and tell Mummy to make a cup of tea, eh?
But we don't want to be late for our flight.
Oh, no, you worry. We've got loads of time. Go on.
I don't think you're going to be making that flight, my guy.
You're coming with us.
No one said anything about going anywhere.
Who cares what they said?
Not even a little bit curious.
Let's get this done and get Max on board.
Fair enough.
Hey, my man's eating an Uncrustable back there.
But in my opinion, I think it's better if you go up and meet him yourself. I mean, he'll know who you are. I'm sure he'd be susceptible to your powers of persuasion, Mum.
Uh-huh, look at you. Mm-hmm.
And you are very good with people, Mum, if you don't mind me saying so.
Right then. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Hand kiss. He almost looked hurt. Like he out here introducing her to other men. He's like,
Or maybe helping the family get a little more dirty.
How many plants you got down here?
Rather not get into those details, to be honest. It's a bit...
I mean, you already brought her to the spot. You might as well tell her everything now.
yeah, this right here is what gets you killed.
It's just
You got to pass
I
the
like
first
to take
time,
my
my guy.
professional responsibilities very seriously.
Me too.
Then why did you bring her down here?
What kind of work do you do then?
I set up dummies.
People bring me in when they've got a problem and I help them fix it. A jack of all trades, a master of none, is oftentimes better than a master of one.
You're so clever.
That is actually how the quote goes.
I don't mind if you do, though.
Maybe I'll just have a cheeky little one. I'm sure there's one in the ashtray. Just give me 2 secs.
Okay.
And you gonna leave her alone? Golly, you
You
just...
reckon the world be a better place then, if everyone smoked weed?
I believe that. Everybody just take a little half a
Definitely
cheap
make
break
it a lot more calm.
and relax. Yes.
Well, you're going to need a lot more weed than this if you're going to change the world.
Oh no, this spot is just 1 of 12.
Dude!
That's a pretty substantial network.
Sure you don't want to talk?
Well, since I'm with the King of Green, why not?
Well, and all it takes is one. All it takes is one.
This is my associate, Susan Glass.
Thrilled to meet you, Miss Glass. Eddie's told me all about you.
Has he now?
That's it now.
Let me conclude this rather sordid little business then, so that we can get into the weeds and start hashing out a deal.
Yeah, Susie's like, I'm gonna deal with you later.
Yeah.
Frank, I think you understand the gravity of the situation. You're not to be heard from again.
You're gonna kill him. Look.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be him. It's gonna be, it's gonna be this Terminator.
Whatever his father was doing, it's over now.
What are you talking about his father for? I wasn't blackmailing his father. I was blackmailing that mad cunt.
And that's why Susie said everything needs to be properly vetted.
That's somewhat of a revelation, Maxie.
Okay. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this, and it is...
Susie just sitting there just watching everything.
I think you need to adjust your transparency settings.
You need to tell us what is going on right now.
Eddie, it's nothing. It's a little quirk. It's a hobby, right?
Oh, what you doing, man?
The fact that
My man needed the shawl and a deep breath. Oh, they killed him.
What happened, boss?
After a rather bizarre revelation, negotiations took an unexpected turn.
Oh my goodness. Word?
There were some minor disagreements about the deal structure.
But Eddie here proved himself remarkably capable
He
of
even got the old
arbitration.
school grenades.
After the inevitable to and fro, we managed to
Of course
iron
it's
out
German
terms
Shepherds.
that were acceptable to all parties.
Oh, the dog gonna get it.
Press upon Lord Fuckhead the details of our contract. Unless you have any objections, Your Grace. I know he was a family friend.
No, do your worst. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
He still got this. Is the knife still sticking out of him? It is. Yo. Oh, yo, this episode is brilliant.
How have you been? Why are you drinking whiskey?
Mom, if you knew what I do, you'd be drinking too.
About that, the better, but suffice to say, it's been a rather long night.
Oh. I have been finding solutions to our current predicament.
Right.
I found a new home for your marijuana plantation.
What?
Marijuana.
Culling. From next door. He's sitting on 2,000 acres that he can't afford to keep.
Well. You would not believe the things I've done in the last 48 hours. You come along and fix it all with a glass of sherry.
I'm your mama.
I've got a lot of time for your mum. Takes good care of herself, good sense of humour. A little eccentric, but who isn't?
Just a little.
And they went back to the Chinese spot.
I'll take the meeting, see if it's appropriate. At least someone did their due diligence.
Despite the, you actually came out on top.
don't appreciate being shot at, Edward. And this may come as a shock to you, given my chosen career path. I actually make a point of avoiding being shot at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Will admit, you proved yourself useful in the end.
Oh, you're here, lovebirds?
Don't mind me. Hello, mate.
What is up with this dude?
Now we have a rare art collection and 2 farms to set up. I take it all back. Suze, he's a proper G.
You're a fucking idiot, Jack.
So it did work out? So she did get the land?
To Eddie, the Grand Duke of getting shit done.
But didn't the dude die from the grenade?
Why don't we cheers to looking in the envelope?
He didn't. His little
Whatever the fuck that means.
his little handler died.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. First off,
That's why that he didn't die, because that's why they sent 2 men inside and said, press upon him to make sure that he understands our agreement.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, do your worst.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That makes sense because it's easy to force somebody's hand when they've just disclosed that they're a Nazi sympathizer. Hey, I gotta say, from the way this episode started off with the crazy man that looks like he's an extra from Borderlands licking off shots butt naked, to us discovering a secret Nazi art collection. This was one of the better episodes that really even just pushes my trust in the series as a whole. I did look on IMDb, and this episode and the previous one was at least Guy Ritchie was at least in the writing room, in the writer's room. And if there's any episode past the first 2 that he did, this definitely felt very Guy Ritchie, at least in the writing, and how things are kind of going about. There's things I loved about it. There's things I hated, but not hating from a writing standpoint, hating just from a character standpoint. And the thing that I hated is what's going on with Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah. I still feel like Jimmy's love interest, the honeypot, it can still be a bit of a wild card, something that we don't see it happening, expecting, because I think she may have some actual feelings for him. There's something maybe about that childlike innocence and exuberance that he has. I feel that Guy Ritchie does kind of respect innocent things, and in the chaos and the madness that his characters run around with, the things that are innocent kind of find a way of remaining that way. So I still have a lot of hope for Jimmy, but that was the only thing that was annoying. Everything else was batshit crazy, and I mean that in a good way. I'm gonna just slow down. Rekkai, how you feeling so far about this episode?
Dude. So, and I'll say this. So, if we knew that only Guy Ritchie was directly involved with episode 1 and episode 2, writing, directing, this episode felt very Guy Ritchie. Like, if we watched this entire thing, like all 8 episodes, and then you go back and you're like, you know what? Guy Ritchie only did 2 of them. I would probably have picked the first one and this one. I mean, so far we haven't seen 5 through 8 yet, but of the 4 that we've seen, I would have said that Guy Ritchie did the first one and this one, because this felt very Guy Ritchie. Like it was bananas. It was absolutely bananas. And you're right. I love this episode, and I love the fact that I kind of glossed over it, but you saw it last episode, the strength of the mother. Like the mother came through like a G. He said right there at the end, he'd been doing the wildest shit imaginable the last 48 hours. I can't even imagine being in on just that little adventure, not even the other ones that he's already been on, just that one right there. Dude was running it, and he was so proud that he got Hitler's ball sack. Like, dude,
It was just going
comes
on
up with this shit.
Yo, I mean, crazy obviously runs in the family. His dad was crazy enough that he had to be buried standing up so that he could keep a watch on the house. So, they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
That's a whole different kind of wild shit. It's a whole different, with a window in it, so his dead body can look at.
I mean, I've heard stories that there's a lot of inbreeding in royalty because of, you got to keep the blood pure, that kind of thing. So, and one of the side effects of a lot of inbreeding is mental instability.
Man.
So maybe this is a bit par for the course.
You know what was interesting? He said when the ball sack came up for auction 5 years ago, he had to make sure that he had it. What kind of auction? It was not sold on Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna tell you that, right? Like, it was not on eBay. Who is out here selling nut sacks? Like, dude, or maybe that's just a sign of, having that much money. And if that's the case, you know what? I'm gonna hang out with being broke a little bit longer, because I don't, like, Lord.
Yes, all of that, man. Hey, listen, if you've been enjoying the way me and Rekkai chop it up, be a friend of the channel, hit that subscription button. We are going to continue this discussion over on the Patreon, so you might as well go on and head on over there. Rekkai, is there anything you want to say to kind of wrap this bad boy up, and make sure you give your socials at the end of this?
Now, this one, a few episodes of anything we've ever watched, it's like, I'm a little speechless after that. Like, that just, and then, the killer German Shepherd comes out and eats Hitler's nut. Wow. Like, who is writing this? Like, listen, they was high on whatever Jimmy is creating. They smoking it. You can catch me on all social media at Noop from Naville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. It's all about this right here.
Yo, easy peasy, lemon squeezing. There's the link in the description. You can get to his socials really quick. Please, in the comment section, let us know what we got right, what we got wrong, and the phone is always, what did we miss? I feel like there's a lot of stuff in context that we're missing in some of these episodes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you all have to say regarding things that we've missed in the comments. Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to seeing the Patrons over on the Patreon section, and we look forward to seeing you for episode 5. Hey, thanks. Catch y'all later. All right, y'all. Peace.